Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is the 27th. It is Sunday, November 2022. Jerry Lee has come up. Hella was yesterday. She was looking for Jerry Lee all day, and he hadn't come to visit her yet, but he came today, so she was very happy. Her boyfriend came to see her. Alright, so let us look at this here, guys. So before we get started with this video, I just want to remind everybody I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. So definitely join us then, and we will have a good discussion. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to discuss yet. So I wanted to talk about recent situation with my solar panels and everything like that. Okay, so there is, I want to show you this here if you can see this. There is a little blockage on these panels from this one, and it's basically time of year. That has a lot to do with it, obviously. During the summer, this was not any kind of an issue at all with any kind of blockage. So in hindsight, these should have been just a little bit further apart. And so I know it, like in the morning, it's actually blocked a little bit higher, up to probably this point here. But like right now, there is a little blockage, which is going to reduce the production that comes out of these solar panels, okay? And so that's one of the things that, it's hindsight again. When you set up your solar system, realistically, you set your solar system up for the wintertime, not for the summertime. Obviously, we just set this up in April, and we thought that we were going to be good to go with what we had here. It was an experiment, basically. I had no idea. I can put as many solar panels again, and this system can handle double, like I said, what is on here right now. Right now I have 6 360 watt solar panels. All right, we're going to go in the battery room in a second. I'm going to explain some more stuff in there. But obviously, getting into this time of year, it's, we're 3 weeks away from the winter solstice. And so, the shortest day of the year is coming up, and then the days start to get longer again. Literally from April, when we set things up, and I'm sure it'll be sooner, until, November, beginning of November here, we had no issues whatsoever, and the solar panels were working great, and the batteries were fine, and everything like that. The problem was a couple of different things, okay? I'm going to definitely need to add more solar panels, not for the summertime, but for the wintertime. So that's going to be something that's going to happen here in the future. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to happen. I can't say that I'm going to be taking care of this right away, because obviously that's not going to happen financially. But so there is a little bit of a blockage this time of year. This was not an issue when the sun was higher in the sky. Obviously the sun right now is out today. We had rain this morning, so right now we're getting good solar on the panels, but there is a bit of a blockage there, so that is obviously concerning. So let us go into the battery room, and I want to explain a few things in here. So right now the batteries, let's see where we're at here. We're going to turn this on and we'll take a look. Okay, so one of the things here right now, the battery room is at 74 degrees. I think we're only in the 60s outside. So this here light bulb here, I went out and I'll show you. I picked up, this light bulb had blown, so I changed it out with a 150 watt bulb. This bulb, when I changed it out, this was a 40 watt bulb, I think. I'm trying to see what this was. Oh, this was a 72 watt. But this here right now, I can feel that heat coming off of this light. These other lights, as you can see how bright that one is. These other lights are not even close to being as bright. So they're definitely kicking off a lot more heat with that light bulb, which is going to make a difference in the temperature in the battery room. So last night, let's see where we're at here on this. Okay, right now you can see the batteries are at 47% in charging. Now, cold is going to affect the batteries. The batteries are going to discharge at a greater rate when they're cold. That's just natural. That's what happens. And so what obviously with getting these lights in here makes all the difference in the world. So getting back yesterday, I ran the generator for a couple times. I ran it like twice just to get things charged up. I got this up to 93% last night. At 11 o'clock, I shut that off. We continued to obviously run the batteries. This morning, it was only down to like 45. So not bad considering. And but we're pulling in power. We're whatever we're utilizing, plus we're also adding more power into the batteries. I will run the generator later today, get this topped back off, but it ran through the night with no issues. That was part of the problem before. There was an issue with that. Obviously, with getting everything sealed in, with the spray foam, it's made a difference. Having the lights in here makes a difference. So it's definitely warmer in the battery room, which is going to be more conducive to a better battery life with your batteries. And they don't, like I said, when it's cold, it pulls them down faster. And so that was part of the problem that was going on. So trying to figure out, obviously, the best way to keep the batteries warm, which with getting these lights in here was part of that. Yesterday, just with adding this one new light in here, and I did pick up more of those. They're right here. What did I pick up? I got like 3 more of them. Okay, so I picked up more of those. And so as these other lights, if they pop off, I'll add more of the heavier dutier. It's definitely more of a pull, but it's going to kick off more heat. And obviously the system itself is going to kick off heat as well, okay? So obviously, like I said, right now, it's about 72 degrees here in the battery room. So you definitely want to keep that warmer. And so that's a good thing. Like I said, again, it's figuring things out, guys. This is my first year full-time down here, obviously. And so figuring out what works, what doesn't work is a big part of what I have to figure out and do and all that type of stuff. So I have the generator is over here. When I need to utilize that, obviously, I will. I topped that off last night before I went to bed, anticipating that I would have to run it this morning. We did have rain this morning, and even though it's beautiful now, it looks really, really nice out here. You wouldn't think that there was an issue, but obviously we did have, rain this morning, so we had no power coming in. But the batteries held up really, really good. And again, a big reason is now the battery room is sealed up. We have another heat source in there, which is going to keep the batteries warmer. So moving forward, that should be better. You have to figure things out. The only way to figure things out realistically is trial and error. You got to see what works and what doesn't work. Again, I got very complacent. 90% of the problem, what happened, was on me, because I just got like, okay, this system is awesome, 48 volt system, I'm good to go, I'm pulling in plenty of power, didn't have to worry about it all summer long. So again, that is absolutely on me. Moving forward, obviously, I will also continue to make sure I'm doing my generator maintenance, making sure I'm starting my generators every month so that there's not an issue that way as well. So again, trial and error. The only way you figure things out is by making mistakes. And so now the question people are going to have, because of that little bit of a shadow on there, is that going to affect production? Absolutely, yes, it will. Absolutely, it's going to affect production. I'm not going to pull in as much power because of that little bit of a blockage. So that kind of sucks because, we got these all set up. Now, that's only going to be happening with that shadow this time of year. So, and of course, that's the time of year that I need to get the optimal amount of solar because, the time of year, the amount of hours we're getting sunshine and those type of things. So it definitely affects everything. I know somebody had asked me, what are you going to do in an SHTF situation, when you can't get any more gasoline? That's a legitimate question. Obviously, we have to increase our solar panels so that we're pulling in more power, and so that I won't have any issues and have to use a generator. That's the ultimate goal, is not to use a generator at all. So adding more solar panels in the future is going to be part of that solution to that problem. So I hope that answers questions. Things are definitely better. I was really, really pleased that the charge held as well as it did last night. But again, the battery room was warmer, and that makes a difference as well. So moving forward, again, we'll just see what works and what doesn't work, and we will cross those bridges as we go. Again, today is an absolutely gorgeous day here. Like I said, started out rainy, but that's how it goes. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to jump off for now. Remember, we're all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we will be in much, much better shape. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Look at these guys just all chilling out here. She's so happy that he came up. You have no idea. She looked for him all day yesterday. So, anyway, be kind to each other. Last but not least, STD, step thing a day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will talk to you all later. I hope everybody has a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.